So you're asking me, how can you stop comparing your child with somebody else? Even if you don't want to, but you still end up doing that, right? Well, because it is ingrained in our minds, in our perceptions, in our subconscious mind behaviors, that we tend to compare our kids with others because perhaps we were parented the same ways. However, consciously, we can go out of this paradigm. But how do we do this? This is the big question. Now, let me tell you what are the flip sides. For example, you have a daughter. She's 3 years old right now, or maybe somebody has a child who's 12, 13, 14 years old, right? Now the mother says, look at that particular person, Arav or Kunal or anybody else. They are so good. But what have you done? You are not that good enough. What you are actually subconsciously telling your child that you are already second to Kunal or Arav or Radhika or somebody else. The moment you compare your child with others, you're subconsciously telling them you are second to them. And if you're comparing them with 3 people, you're already at the 4th position. Now this child grows up with a psyche that there are at least 3 people who are always better than me in this particular field. I can never be the best. Do you know the subconscious implication? Something more as easy and simple as, for example, you can't draw. Like you've drawn and you've not drawn within the lines, you're not coloring well. Look at that child. Mother is also innocent, right? See, she's done it so nicely. You can't do it. Now subconsciously you've seeded this girl Radhika. She colors within the lines and I'm going outside. Radhika is better than me. Whole life, brain will perceive that this particular person is better than me. You understood. This is one thing. Problem in comparison. Now the question arises, how do I motivate my child? How do I motivate them? The simple thing is, as a parent, first you have to understand the difference between comparison and inspiration. Okay, now what is the difference between comparison and inspiration? Comparison has a tonation of somebody better than you. So if somebody is better than you, they are superior, so you become inferior. If you are inferior, you're already telling yourself or your child that you are not good enough, at least as compared to this person. This is the tonation of comparison. But suppose we go to inspiration. Now, what is the element of inspiration? Let me cite an example. Same case. You know, my sweetie, you're talking to a child. You play music like anything. You are the best dancer. You remember yesterday you danced and you were dancing there and your dada dadi were so happy. You're the best dancer. And but you know, Radhika, the way she colored was amazing. You can learn how to color so nicely from Radhika. And you can teach Radhika how to dance. So now your girl knows that Radhika is so good at coloring within the lines that I can learn from her while I can teach Radhika how to dance. Now Radhika and your girl are equal. So now you have not made them competitors, you are also imbibing the element of share and come together in companionship. So she said, okay Radhika, I teach you something, I learned from you because we are together. Now that she's not second to her anymore, right? You understand? So this is how you stop yourself from comparing your child with somebody else. Learn to inspire a child and never compare. I hope I've answered your question.